We've pretty much redone the whole house from top to bottom.
I can't believe how much bigger this looks.
It definitely makes a big difference.
Hello there, I am John and John Morris of Prime Property Auctions, the UK's favourite auction house. And today we are stood in Last Wade outside this beautiful 3-bedroom mid-terrace property. So this property was sold at auction with ourselves, Prime Property Auctions. We're going to go meet the buyer just now, find out what his plans are with the property. Is he going to flip it? Is he going to rent it? What he's done so far? So let's go check it out. So we are with the purchaser of this 3-bedroom property, Rory Boyd. Rory, how are you getting on today?
Very well, John, thank you.
Good stuff. Yeah, very good, very good. So obviously you have started the rip out, which is fantastic. So tell me the story so far.
So it was actually, I think it was right move. I saw the property initially, tail end of last year. Followed it for a wee while, and then I just was then in a position myself to get in touch with you guys start of January.
And how did you find the auction process? Because you actually bought it out with the live auction. You just made an offer through the website and submitted and then dealt with, was it Equi?
Equi, yes, yeah. Who was absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Fantastic guy. It was very, very straightforward. Obviously, like you say, it wasn't on an auction at the time. It was pre-auction. So we managed to negotiate with Equi, who negotiated with the sellers, and managed to come to an agreement. Within 4 or 5 weeks, we're in the property.
Excellent. So how did you fund it? Did you cash buy or did you use bridging? What have you done?
So this specific one we've bridged, which was really great as well, because you gave us a tiny wee bit more leeway just to get all the financials underway. So very straightforward. So for us, it's now a case of getting in, rip out, refurb, and back on either the buy-to-let market or a flip. We're not sure just yet.
Okay. So with the numbers, so what did you end up buying the property for?
So we secured the property at 140.
Okay. How much do you think you're going to spend on the refurb?
So at the moment we're looking, depending on what exit we go, if we buy to let or flip it, we'll be between 25 and 30k.
Okay. Expected end value?
End value we're hoping between 220 230.
Okay.
We're putting in a sort of mid-spec refurb, so one, it'll be a really good solid asset to hold, let out, or we're going to, like I say, if we think the market's looking quite good, we might just pop it on and flip this one.
So what would this, so if it was buy to let, what do you think the numbers would be? And if it was Mears, I mean, how much are Mears giving you for a 3-bedroom?
So we've already got Mears approved, etc. So you're 1645 on this, which will give us about a net cash flow of about 800 a month. Heating's quite a big house for electric heaters, so it's getting a full gas central heating put in on Saturday. There is a couple of plumbed in radiators upstairs.
Okay.
They're just not connected to anything, so that was a wee bit of a surprise, but it's not an issue. This was actually all boarded in. So what we had is we'd created a wall here, had the oven and a microwave built in here, which you can see they've sort of cut away at the wall to fit in. We had a fridge freezer, which then when we obviously took strip back, we found that they just blocked in the door. So they kept the door and everything there. We've removed the wiring now, but they had wired it off the fuse board through a hole in the door. So that actually ran through the door, which connected to the fridge and hobs, and then they had an island in the middle as well. So my electrician had a field day when he came in initially, but it's actually not as bad as we initially thought, but it's always good just to strip it back, find out all these issues.
And get an idea of what you're actually going to need to do. So are you going to do, obviously you've ripped out the island, you've put it back. Are you going to make any layout changes? Is this wall staying? Are you going to open it up, or what's the plan? Are you keeping it as it is?
Yeah, so we did think about that, because I think if we opened that up, it would be quite a nice area, but we're just going to keep it simple, like I say, because it might still be a buy-to-let. So L-shaped kitchen, integrated fridge freezer here, obviously reinstate the doorway, change the doors, etc. No island this time. We might put a sort of breakfast bar area, but certainly there's not going to be an island in the middle.
What about with the garden? Because obviously it seems to be there's decking all over the place.
Out there, there's certainly stages of decking throughout. Yeah. This one quite recent.
Yeah, this one looks fine actually, doesn't it?
They're actually all very solid. So we plan just to kind of bring them back to life. It's just an initial tidy up. We're probably going to reinstate an awning, because he's, again, the DIY man, has created some sort of awning that was over here, and there's plaster stuck to the wall. So again, I'm not entirely sure what was there, but we could just see from the brackets. So the problem with removing that is when you go to fix it, it'll stand out with, fresh. Yeah. So we'll just literally clean it up, rip it off, and then put some sort of small awning over it.
Excellent. Should we go upstairs and have a look at the upstairs as well?
Absolutely. Just a small single bedroom, this one. So yeah, just a sort of interesting cupboard above the stairs there.
And here's one of the radiators that
Yes.
is plumbed to nothing.
Plumbed to nothing, yeah. But the main thing is there's gas in the building.
Okay.
There is a gas meter downstairs.
Yeah.
So that's half the battle, really. So this was another DIY room. So what you can see here is that bedroom through there has orange walls.
Okay.
So he's actually created this own wall himself to put a bath in.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, this is a very good size bathroom.
Yeah.
For the size of the house.
It is. So we've got a false roof that's going to come down. Probably going to reinstate the wall just slightly further over because it's just a wee bit impeding on the entrance of that room. So he's fitted a DIY shower which had an electric pump here that pumped the water up from the mains. Now this is exactly how the socket was underneath the bath. Which was wired into the pump here.
Safety.
Which was also wired into the socket in the bedroom. So as you can see from the damp that was leaking down here, and the reason why there's a hole in the kitchen was just from the leak from here. So thankfully, and like you say, this is why we strip them back.
Yes.
And door-uppers are better because you know exactly what you're putting somebody in if it's a buy-to-let or, you know, selling on if it's a flip. So here as well, you'll see in the top corner here, so he'd angled the toilet. So the toilet, you can see here, sat at an angle.
So you could just kick the door open, just close, just in case someone walks in, like, no.
Exactly. And had tiled this area and built it out to a triangle. Not sure why, but again, just stripped that out. Just create a bit more space.
I like the cheese grater.
To be fair, they did leave loads of utensils in the kitchen, so I think.
Did you not have a cheese grater in your bathroom?
No, no.
Maybe it's like used as a whisk for your bubble bath as well. Oh, this is the yellow room that you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a wall in which we found it. So you can just see it's a wee bit flush to the door. I think we'll push that back a wee bit just to reinstate what was initially there. Got a touch of Tenerife in the room as well with the fan lights, so which do work, but the electric's off at the moment, but they all work, so we'll recycle them somewhere. So this is DIY again, so this is awesome. So this was, I think what they've done is they've taken the space away from here and they then took the cupboard space which was in the other room and created some sort of cupboard space. So we're actually just going to tear this right down back to this wall and right out here as well.
Yeah.
So just create the space for the bed and everything here. When we move that slightly back, we can put a cupboard area and everything in there. And again, when we follow into the other room, you'll see that the cupboard is shorter. So we're just going to box that off. I'll show you.
He's literally built the cupboard in
The
cupboard in here.
Yeah.
Genius.
But there's a great cupboard here as well with good space. So that's
Maybe
why.
that's why he's gone like we can.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty good cupboard in there.
Yeah.
So we're just going to obviously put some rails and things in there, put a wall there, just box that all off. Because the actual size of the room, apart from these massive wardrobes, it's a good size room.
Ideal. I mean, what were your main concerns when, obviously, people sometimes they see stuff at auction and they're like, oh no, what's going on? Did you have any concerns before buying at auction? Or?
No, I mean, that's what everyone says. Oh, you know, auctions, you've got to be careful what you buy at auction. But like you say, I mean, the process of selling at auction, you know, I think about it, would I sell at auction? Well, yeah, if, you know, because it's hassle-free, isn't it? You're doing the work for them, so there's always a reason why something's at auction. I think what's really good is you have a load of videos. You've got, you know, you've got that online video, so you feel like you're in the property. I've bought loads of properties I've never even been in myself. You're doing that walk around video, you feel like you're in the house. You can pretty much get good visual. Couple of surprises, but you'll get that anywhere. Yeah, and then obviously the photos, home reports. Because that's a big thing when you could go and buy off-market properties, which we do. There's no home report there, you know, so you've got that peace of mind.
Excellent. Well, I mean, obviously, as you say, you've started the work. It will look really good once it's all done. So I'm excited to see what it comes with it.
Rory, how are we doing?
How are you?
Good to see you again.
A pleasure. So, Why don't you tell me what you've done? I mean, I can see you've done what looks like everything.
We've pretty much redone the whole house from top to bottom.
Excellent.
I think last time we spoke about the end strategy was to maybe rent it, maybe flip it.
Yeah, you said you were maybe going to give it to Mears or rent it.
Yeah, so we're selling it. It's on the market as of last Monday. I'll take you around here. So as you can see, living room wise, it was quite a blank canvas. It wasn't horrendous in here. It was just empty and bare. So done all the painting, decorating, new carpets.
Gone with the panelling, the wall panelling.
Feature panel wall, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple of, and then just lightly staged it just to give an idea of the size of the room and stuff like that. So
It does definitely feel bigger.
One thing we did is we changed every single door in the house. We put the glass doors downstairs just to give it a bit more space, and then changed all the skirtings and everything like that and refaced them. Got rid, I don't know if you remember, in the house they had all the old glass sort of panels above the doors. We've replaced a couple of like panes in the glass. Unfortunately, they didn't. This one they didn't have.
Okay.
So I'm waiting on it coming. But the surveyor was like that, yeah, I'm going to have to obviously mark it down as 2 for windows because I can't give you a 1 even though that it's going to get replaced. So I was kind of reluctant to just go and replace it straight away because I'm thinking, well, home report says 2. We'll leave it at 2, we can explain to people why it's a 2, and then we'll replace it once the deal's done.
That seems smart.
Because you know, it's just, if somebody's moving into the property, you just want them to move in and not have to think, oh, I need to go and replace that window when everything else is brand new.
Yeah, I do remember that the only way to get into this kitchen was through this door, but then you said you had found the door, which I noticed.
Yes.
Because the kitchen was here, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
It was run across here and this was blocked off.
It was blocked off.
Flipped it.
There was an island in the middle, if you remember as well.
Yeah.
The extractor fan was held up with a nice wooden sort of pole. So, which all came down all right, because all the ovens and everything were built into here. Ripped it all out. The door was still there. Some amazing DIY was found behind the scenes there. So it's one of those ones where we're really lucky that we ripped it all out and found it.
Okay.
And yeah, just opened it up right through, so now you can walk.
I can't believe how much bigger this looks.
It just feels a lot bigger. I mean, like I say, if you think there was an island literally right here, and the wall was here, so there wasn't a lot of space at all. I mean, you could put, we were thinking about putting like a wee counter in there, just like a breakfast counter to eat at or whatever. You could put a couple of table and chairs in there if you wanted to. It's much, much bigger. The flooring, everything's been redone in here. Put spotlights in as well. And actually we changed back door, windows and everything. That's all been replaced as well. So.
And you've done some work in the back garden.
Outside, to be fair, all we've done is taken away the whole of the rubbish that was in there, painted the fences, painted the deck in a wee bit, and there was no grass or anything, it was just dirt and crap, so we're almost finished it. We just need to put some plants and stuff in, but literally like a paint, we've not re-fenced, we put a new fence out the front, but here it's just all painted and just painted the deck to freshen it up.
This is a flip favourite. This is what fucking everybody puts in floorings of bathrooms. And this is the cutest sink ever, look at this.
Yeah. Looks even smaller next to you, John.
Thank you. Just really far away. Right, we'll go into this room, because remember this. There was a cupboard there.
There was, like, if you remember, there was a cupboard, but it was only this wide. And he had, because remember there was big wardrobes in here, so we couldn't really see it, but there was like a cupboard that was only about this wide, and he'd also knocked through there, so you could actually walk right through into the other bedroom. It was a bit bizarre. So what we did is put it back to the original wall. There is obviously an opportunity to put sliding wardrobes and things in. We chose not to at the moment, just purely down to cost. It's quite spacious, good sized cupboard in there.
So you do have it on the market at the moment?
We do, yeah.
So what's the home report? What do you have the home report at?
Home report's 220.
Okay.
Given this area, we'd hope to see that round about potentially 230 mark or so. Again, I don't know if you remember, this wall was literally brought to here. Previous owner had a wall here, and they made the bathroom bigger. But
that was it. Because I was like, this room wasn't this big.
Yeah. So again, they had a DIY wall, which I don't remember. Literally, the plasterboard popped off, and it was quite funny because again, going into it, there was like the electrics for sockets and everything were under the bathtub and all that sort of stuff. So again,
I suppose it gives some room for like chest of drawers, things like that.
Yeah.
Vanity desk, whatever.
Yeah, and if you want your cupboard space, you can again put a cupboard in here. So
right, let's have a look at the bathroom then, because you've halved the size of the bathroom.
Yes. So basically, it's back to how every property on the street is.
Yes.
And although
it's a decent sized bathroom, there was no requirement for it to be any bigger. Really?
Yeah. Well,
Unless you want to dance in the bathroom.
like I say, it's, you know, the extra space in the bathroom is dead space when
Yeah.
we moved in, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
again, just drop the ceiling slightly, spotlights in, new bath and shower. And then bedroom 3 now, I don't know if you remember, or I don't know if we noticed at the time, but that door was covered in loads and loads of stickers.
This one?
Yeah, but it was actually, I didn't notice it at first, I just thought it was like kids sticking stickers on it and all that sort of stuff as you used to do. But then we looked closely at the stickers. It was quite disturbing. It was like crucifying people and murder and all this sort of stuff.
Oh wow.
So we repaid the door.
Why would that not be a main selling point for the property? Remind me of the numbers. What did you purchase this property for?
So it was 140, but all in fees and ADS and all that were 157.
Okay.
We are to date, including refurb, about 195.
Hoping at least say 230, 235.
Yeah, that's it. That's the target market. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the target price. Anything north of 230 would be delighted.
Are you pushing for a closing date, or if somebody makes you an offer, would you sell it?
To be fair, it's now at that point. I've had it 7 months. It's like, you know, we'll take it. It's good to go. You know what we've learned from it? It's like, say, the first time we bought auction, first time we've done a flip. So we've learned lots on the way, and it's been, you know, really positive, to be fair. At the start, we would have got away with refinancing it with how we strategize our buy-to-lets. I think now, because we tailor it to a flip, so, you know, like say, we went all out with more, like all the new doors, we put a complete new central heating system in it as well. And one, it's good for your buy-to-let, because as you know, like longevity, shouldn't be too many issues.
Is there anything you would have done differently?
Yeah, done it quicker.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, no, genuinely, like I say, it's just been, you know, regardless of how experienced you are in property, which I'm not. It's still early days. It's only been a couple of years. I think just constantly learning it with everything you do.
Excellent. The doors are all class. How much is all the doors cost you? Because we found another one, and I was like, what has been like the biggest thing that's been maybe taking longer than you expected or been more expensive? And he was like, the fucking doors in this place, because they had to get them like revarnished and sent away and all that stuff. And I was like, the doors? And he's like, it's been a nightmare, because we wanted them all to match and do this and that, because again, he's doing a flip. Yeah. So he was like, it makes a difference. Yeah. Is there anything that you said, I didn't expect that to happen, or didn't expect that to be as expensive?
I don't think so. I mean, this is the first time ever I've replaced doors on the property.
Okay.
Normally, because it's like buy-to-let, just paint them, freshen them up. And I went to buy them, because how I do it is I buy all the materials and then supply them. So everything that gets work done is it's labour costs. And I went, and the guy was like, yeah, it's like £22 a door. And I was like, £22 a door? Yeah. I was like, I thought there was going to be £100 a door. So I'm thinking, I'm going to change doors everywhere I go now, because it's cheap and it's fresh.
They do look nice as well. Can really add something to them.
They're not £22 to fit. That's
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So I just think, £22, but obviously then they've got to be, you know, especially maybe on a slightly older property, maybe resized, obviously cut for the new flooring going down. But, you know, it definitely makes a big difference, because these were just the old school flat sort of, you know, no design on them sort of doors. So yeah, it makes it look nicer. Shove the black handles on, it's a bit of a contrast. But yeah, no, as far as, I mean, there should be something. I mean, obviously we didn't think that there was going to be the full heating expense, because that was me, due diligence. Yeah, it looks good, let's have it. And and realise from that point of view that, you know, that's £4,500, which to be fair, I actually thought was pretty good going.
How long do you expect to get an offer?
Yeah, see, anything sub sort of 250 around this area is normally very quick. So I mean, you know, I do a lot of stuff up in Aberdeen, so I would never be buying. I'm just trying to flip a property and expect it to go 10, 15 grand over home report. So round here, yeah, it's actually, you know, like I say, it's a nice area. One thing I did love, like when I'm up here at the weekends or whatever, helping the guys out, is it's a real good family area. Yeah. Loads of kids out playing on bikes and stuff like that, because it's a dead end. But yeah, I would expect within the next week or so for it to hopefully be under offer.
Fantastic. So when you get this one sold, you have money back in. Yep. And you're going to buy another one from us?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Did you paint the outside of the house as well?
Yeah. That's one of those ones where you go, you get what you pay for. Because this guy is like that. I'll do it for £1,000. It's like, you're going to paint the outside of this house for £1,000. It's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. But to be fair, it actually looks pretty good.
It does. I mean, when I was driving up, that was the one thing I was like, A little bit more curb appeal.
It
really.
just it freshens it up. Again, if you don't remember, this was all just overgrown, and this is a new fence because the old fence was just
falling down.
falling down.
Is there anything else that we should know about what you did? What you maybe planned on doing and didn't do, or did you
Skirtings.
rewire it?
Partially.
Partially rewired.
It was didn't need a full rewire. It just needed all the DIY stuff removed,
Yeah.
everything checked, new consumer units and all that sort of
So
stuff.
partially rewired.
Yeah.
You have skimmed, painted every single room. You have changed the size of the bathroom, moved a partition wall, carpeted, decorated throughout, put a brand new kitchen in it, new doors throughout, painted the outside of the house as well, put a brand new fence in. So what are you, £40,000? New heating system.
Yeah, yeah, and then obviously
Rejigged all the
redid downstairs there.
and obviously put a brand new bathroom in as well.
Yeah.
And that was, so you're looking about, so full refurb for a 3-bedroom house, £40,000?
Yeah, it was just over 30.
Just over 38.
Which I think, to be fair, is pretty competitive.
Yeah, that's good.
To the level of that it's sitting at.
I think you've done a cracking job, and I look forward to hearing how much it actually sold for. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for having us back. Thank you for buying from Prime Property Auctions. And as always, guys, get hammered!